What's up guys, we're back. SRS is coming to America and we're bringing this billet block monster GTR. We're going to use some of our favourite brands on this build, so come with us.
And today we're going to get started by giving you a look around at a stock form GTR 32. Not my favourite thing to do, but if you have a quick look under the hood, it's a bone stock, clean example, AH3, clean GTR 32. Andy's going to take you for a drive, we're going to chuck on the dyno, we get some baseline results, and yeah, we're going to see what we can turn this thing into.
We'll go for a drive. Stock GTR 32. Drives sick. You wouldn't tell this thing's a 93 car. It drives so smoothly at the moment. Customer wants to do some roll racing with it in America, so yeah, we're gonna have to. It still needs a lot of power to be competitive over there, I think. I think in America they more do like the roll drags, like we did when we went to Sydney for the GTR Festival. So you're on the drag strip doing it, which is pretty cool because you know you're on more of a prepped surface rather than just being on an unprepped surface. So you know you can probably have a little bit more power and feel a bit safer because you're going to get the traction. You got the traction there to get the power down. Seen in Australia for roll racing, it's sort of you're on the tracks at the moment, so unprepped surface, and it's basically taking the street racing that everyone wants to do and doing it legally, I guess. So you're on a track. So what happens? You go from a dig, but you'll get up to around 40 to 50k an hour rolling in, and certain point, if it's even, a starter will let you go, and boom, you race for the however long it is. I think Sydney's like 280 meters or something like that. So yeah, basically as it says, roll racing, you start from a roll rather than a dig like you would in drag racing. So yeah, like I said, the guys in America have been doing the roll drags, I guess, for a little while now, which is pretty sick. And like I said, you're on a prep surface, which is pretty cool. So you know, you can probably have a bit more power than you would usually.
So what sort of speeds are these roll racing cars getting to?
Some of the big ones are maybe over 200 miles an hour.
Wow.
Yeah, it's fast.
It feels nice and smooth.
It does, doesn't it?
You know,
it's
like,
lovely, yeah. So, I mean, like, you wouldn't really tell that it's an older car. Like,
yeah.
It's so nice.
As you start to accelerate, you just feel that power come up gradually.
Yeah, so that'll be the biggest difference once we're finished with it. It should throw you in your seat fairly well. You don't want to have any lag with it. You know, with racing, most of the time it's one in the first 60 foot of the race. Yeah. So you know, if it's a bit lazy out of the hole, then it's not going to be competitive like that. Yeah. So we don't want that.
Does that mean nitrous? Will nitrous be something
we'll no doubt use some nitrous for it.
Yeah. And that just helps in that early.
Yeah. So the nitrous we'll only be using to help spool the turbo up to once it's making boost. Woohoo! Not bad for a stocko. Okay, so roll racing, we'll go from the light here, you'd start to roll in like this and you'd be going, whoa, whoa. Oh mate, it's next to me, yeah, see ya! And it's coming, and you're going. Not bad for a stock car. That's a little bit more surprising than what I thought it was, but, you know, it's yeah, definitely a bit of fun.
So what do you reckon this is making? Obviously we're going to take it back, we're going to put it on the dyno. Do you reckon it's probably making around 250 or?
You know, I don't know. After that I reckon maybe.
Oh.
I'm going to say, this is a tough one. I didn't think they made more than 250 stock, but I've never really looked into it, to be honest. I was always like, yeah, I don't like stock power, we're going to pull it all out, we're going bigger. So I'm going to call it, but after feeling that, the butt dyno, 282, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, 282.
Wow. Felt some power there, did you?
Well, yeah, it felt a little, not felt too bad. But. So RB's, you know, they're the best sounding engine in the world, really. You can't go past them. Yeah.
You're gonna have the 2J boys coming for you, Andy.
Nah, we'll be leaving them in the fucking behind us. Well, they're gonna be chasing his tail lights from us.
I love it.
But yeah, you know, this thing's super clean interior in this thing. Seats are mint, you know.
So the interior gonna sort of stay the same?
Yeah, so we might.
Is that the plan?
Yeah, we're not gonna touch much of the interior.
Except for maybe this?
Yeah, the dash is going to change, definitely going to change the dash. And maybe this area just here might have something a little different in here. Yeah. Do you want to say what we're saying, what it is?
You know, they can probably work it out, and if not, then...
Well, there's one of two gearboxes. It's either going to be an auto or sequential, so... Put your guesses in the comments on what we're going to put in it.
Okay.
Had a nice little run.
See if the boys have got the dyno ready for us.
Warmed up nicely. Ripper in here.
How'd it go?
Take it, Stewie.
You like it?
Take it.
You like it? Dill's first impression of a GTR 32 stock standard form, go.
It was
Rubbish. We know it, but that's what we're going to turn this thing into a monster for. We're going to do a baseline test on the dyno now and just give you guys the same thoughts we do for a stock car. Still a very nice car, stock standard GTRs, but not for us. We'll make this thing a monster. Let's go. Let's go. She's rich. 238 horsepower of fury. Of fury. What was that? What'd you do?
Nothing. I was looking for the brakes.
Just make that screen bigger so it doesn't look so bad.
Still makes more than a barra though.
Dill, I love it. It makes more than a barra. Oh dear. So that should go 1, 2, 3, 8. Easy work. What's it like? 10 pound of boost? This is sick.
Wow.
Hectic.
Holy. 8 pounds of boost. 8.3 pounds of boost. 238 volts. Woo! That's tough.
There you go. Fuck me!
I love that. It's 5.
Jeez.
5, 10, 20.
She's a spicy unit.
She's a big girl. Look at that boost. Look how much a boost is. 8 pound.
I want to get back. I'm going the wrong way to get that way.
You got the wrong way. That's start speed.
She's getting spicy now. There we go. Look at that. Holy shit.
Is that what the fuel does in these things? Just comes down like, I don't know. You reckon it wouldn't have been.
Is that the run we got?
That's the Fury. That's the land of the Fury. We're gonna put way more freedom in this car.
Well, I was pretty
Hayden, we got you. We got you, Hayden. What'd you say? I said 260.
250 then after the drive. I was like, oh, maybe he's got a bit more. I said like 282.
I said 260. That's gross.
I said 250. Yeah, no one knew.
Oh well, that's that. That's that, and we're gonna make this thing way better. Put a Goku run over that. You're not gonna see the actual curve.
Scroll down. No, keep going. Keep it going.
Holy dooly. I reckon we got a bit of a boost gap here. We got a bit of a comparison. So we just ran up the American build on the dyno, bone stock GTR 32. We're just going to do a baseline test against Goku. Goku's sequential. It should be a very similar build to this car once we finish. This will have a billet block where Goku doesn't. So we might jam a few more pounds of boost in this car, but if you look at the screen there, we've got a massive difference. Obviously a huge difference in power and boost, but where this car makes 230 odd horsepower, Goku makes 1175. So I think it's an interesting comparison. Never actually done it ourselves, so it's interesting to see the difference in boost numbers, the difference in actual power. As you can see, it's 1,000 horsepower more than this car has. So,
do you think Nissan was expecting
that
people to do?
No, Nissan did expect something though. They do have. There are tacos with 11,000 RPM on them, so they knew something was going to happen with these cars. I swear to God, they knew something. But that gives you an indication of roughly where I guess our car or this build's going to go to. So if you can see that, you can sort of guess in the comments where we want this car to be and how much power it wants to make. Fresh off the dyno, the boys are going to rip into this, get it stripped out, pulled apart, panel and paint, get this thing painted and panelled and painted and panelled and panelled, painted and panelled. Like I said before, just matching all the engine bay up. Got to match everything. To the AH3, rather than having matte undersides, we're gonna have glossy undersides everywhere. Should be sick.
On the inside as it does on the
It will, that's right. Engine bay.
It's about what's on the inside, so we're going to make it about what's on the inside.
It's about what's on the it's about what's on the inside that counts, you know? I'm living to that. Sam reckons I've got a lot on the inside. Sam has nothing on the inside. He's cold.
Cold-blooded.
But he says he's hot. He's not.
What are we keeping?
Nothing, Dill.
Nothing.
Not this, not this, not this, not this, not this, not this. New one of them. Not this. This is a big single turbo right now.
So we're keeping the shell, that's it.
The chassis. The chassis is everything. We're getting rid of the ABS, we're getting rid of all that crap. Don't need any of it. The boys will strip everything from here forward will be a street shell ready for panel and paint this afternoon. The boys don't stuff around.
What do we got, Justin?
A GTR.
Yeah, we've been over that. Why am I here?
We're just going to show you what it currently looks like underneath. Very stock standard.
Anything noteworthy?
Not really, it's just very clean, tidy, factory.
Hasn't been beat up by forklifts too much?
No, it hasn't even seen a forklift, I don't reckon, mate.
That's nice.
No, it's
We like that.
definitely very clean and tidy.
Are we thinking underbody for this? Or we're not sure
definitely
yet?
are, yeah.
Underbody restoration? Yep, cool.
It will, once it gets back from paint, we'll do...
Raptor black?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Gearbox coming out.
A lot of stuff coming out. First thing first, we're going to take the front bar and the guards and everything off it for when it goes to paint, and while we're pulling everything out, that way it's not going to get damaged, scratched or anything silly. Gives you a little bit more room to work with as well. So we'll get all this pulled out and start stripping the rest of it.
Look at those.
Look at these hands, boy. Man's been working today. Careful, don't step back to that. Yeah, I got you,
What have you
mate.
been doing?
Mate, we've been flat out on this thing. We've been busy. Yeah, so as you can probably see, we're fairly into tearing apart the engine bay so we can get it all painted. We're just about to rip the motor out. So you can see all the factory stuff that comes off the motor that clutters up the engine bay. So once we're done with it, it'll be a nice single turbo, nice clean intake on that side, and it'll be a lot neater in there and all painted. So
Let's get it out.
let's get it out, baby.
Out. So like Andy said before, I think we should get it out off the panel and paint tonight. The man's on it this evening. Careful, there's parts everywhere. We'll get that sorted out. But yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Exciting.
It's not going to look like this much any longer.
Yeah, this
not
engine-
for much longer. Oh,
Tell me what you're thinking. What are you thinking?
it's off the panel and paint, so I just want to make sure. I think that'll be big enough. Where the turbo's going to sit, I think we might get the
It's going to be a big turbo, right? We're not
big old turbo. So I'm not sure.
But
I'm just not sure if I want to keep this at OEM as possible. So I don't want to cut.
it's pretty funny to the viewers, though. You know, we're looking at a hole here. And we're like, not sure
I've got a
it's
big
gonna
hand,
be
and
big enough for
the big hand can get in there. So I'm just not sure whether or not it's yeah. I want to keep it very OEM. Everything I don't want to cut the chassis anywhere we don't have to. That's the main thing.
Right there. That's
So-
OEM. Right there. Chuck it back in.
Ew. Ew. So I think that could be where I want the turbo to sit. I think that might be right, but
Is there any other considerations when it comes to
no, we're good.
panel
We're
and
good.
paint? Like,
No,
are
we're
there
good.
other holes that need to be?
No, we're good. Everything else is good. This
Sick.
looks I think they'll pull the battery tray out. Obviously, we'll get rid of that. Not obviously, but there's a battery tray under there. We'll pull that out, get rid of that. So the battery will be in the boot for this car. ABS unit's going to go. This will look bare in probably about 2 hours time, I'd say. But yeah, my only concern for panel paint is just these here. Just whether or not these holes are going to be big enough. So once we pull the battery box out, we'll have a look at that. If not, we can go to like a 4-inch hole maybe, or make this a 4-inch hole. We do use 4-inch, but I don't know how much detrimental it'll be if we use a 3.5-inch cooler pot. Probably not, but.
You know what a stock GTR could do this morning that it can't do right now, Stewie?
Run. Something you can't do either. And put the windows up.
Didn't somehow to make the
We're
windows
trying to make the windows go up.
What do I need to touch together?
So what do you need to touch together?
You know how our tutorial will be like, first you need to take the engine out.
How to put your windows up. First off, you pull the engine out and you pull everything out around it. You lay the harness out on the floor so you don't have no idea what you're doing.
You attempt this for 20 minutes.
Here we go again. No slow. So first up, you don't need
He's out in the trees now.
You don't need any of that out there.
Yeah, no. We've avoided
Second
that.
up, you need a battery. You need this thing. Third, then you need this.
Nah, you need more than that.
Fuck.
Oh no.
You're no good to me.
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Bye again.
Fuck, he's no good to me. No good to me.
And that was the end of the America build. They couldn't get the windows up.
Always use your airfoil hat when you're using airfoil. Hello Dylan, we have a sandblasting cabinet.